The threat of a new virus related to coronavirus has now gripped the entire world, with new cases being reported from different regions. Countries around the world yesterday said they would be screening travelers strictly from now onwards, as the virus has left 17 people dead in China. Good morning, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. The ruling Nepal Communist Party sweeps the National Assembly elections, bags 16 out of 18 seats. Nepali Congress lose out on 7 seats. Global civil society organization Transparency International reports Nepal climbs 11 spots in the Corruption Perceptions Index. The balance of payment and foreign currency reserves start showing negative trends, leading to possible trade deficit and declining national reserve. And defending champions Manang Marshangdi Club to face Saraswati Youth Club at the Martyrs Memorial A-Division League football today. Brigade Boys Club also to play against Chassel Youth Club. Let's begin with the national political updates. The ruling Nepal Communist Party has swept the National Assembly elections held yesterday. The candidates from the ruling party won 16 out of the total 18 seats, while 2 seats went to Rashtriya Janata Party Nepal, which had formed an electoral alliance with the ruling Nepal Communist Party. The main opposition, Nepali Congress, lost out on 7 seats. Likewise, Samajwadi Party also lost out on 1 position. According to the election results, Nepal Communist Party spokesperson Narayan Kaji Shrestha won from Gandaki province. Prior to this, Shrestha had tasted defeat in Gorkha during the House of Representatives election. Likewise, Bhagwati Neupane also won from Gandaki. In Province 5, Nepal Communist Party candidates Bimala Ghimire, Jagat Prasad Sharma and Gopal Bhattarai emerged victorious. In Province 2, as per the alliance between Nepal Communist Party and Rashtriya Janata Party Nepal, Tulasa Dahal and Radheshyam Paswan of Nepal Communist Party and Mrigendra Yadav and Shekhar Kumar Singh of Rashtriya Janata Party Nepal bagged the seats at the National Assembly. Meanwhile, Sumitra BC and Maya Prasad Sharma from Karnali Province and Indira Devi Gautam, Gopi Bahadur Sarki and Devendra Dahal from Province 1 have emerged victorious. Likewise, Beduram Bhusal and Ganga Kumar Belbase from Bagmati Province and Sharada Bhatta and Taraman Swar from Sudur Paschim have been elected to the National Assembly. All the elected National Assembly members will have a tenure of 6 years. The clean sweep means that the ruling Nepal Communist Party has become stronger at the National Assembly. The main opposition, Nepali Congress, is now limited to 6 seats. A total of 45 candidates had filed their candidacy for the 18 vacant seats of the upper house, while 2,056 voters had cast their votes. Global civil society organization Transparency International reports that Nepal has climbed 11 spots in the Corruption Perceptions Index. Despite improvement on papers backed by the availability of mechanism to fight corruption and the establishment of relevant legal infrastructures, it is still questionable if the results are realistic. Transparency International ranked Nepal in the 134th position out of 180 countries in a report for Corruption Perceptions Index released yesterday. Nepal climbed 11 positions in the list compared to last year. However, questions are rife if the situation had improved at all. In the report, Transparency International states there were more number of actions taken against public officials accused of corruption, and courts have handed out verdicts on tax-related cases. However, the report has stated corruption was still rampant due to the lack of seriousness on behalf of political parties. The report also states policy-level corruption was prevalent, as politics has largely been influenced by money and that political leadership itself was corrupt. Chief Commissioner at the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority, CIAA, Navin Ghimire, had once stated that the state's extravagant election mechanism had given way to corruption. Ghimire claimed that corruption had its origin in politics. Political analysts have opined individuals who could not fund their campaign did not get party tickets to contest the elections. Likewise, leaders have a growing tendency to tie up with contractors and businessmen to raise funds for election and were also involved in illegal activities. Various studies have warned Nepal's democracy was threatened as leaders have sided with businessmen and interest parties while making decisions and policy formations. The introduction of laws that protect political corruption and shrink the authority of corruption watchdog CIAA suggests that the political leadership has weak ethical code of conduct. We'll take a short break here. We have more news coming up. Welcome back. The major indices of the country's economy once were positive for a few months but have started declining. The balance of payment and foreign currency reserve were positive as export and remittance increased and import decreased along with cash flow. However, such reserves have started showing negative trends, leading to possible trade deficit and declining national reserve. With dwindling imports in the first month of the current fiscal year, saw 13% less trade deficit than the same period of the last fiscal year. This resulted in an increased cash inflow, leading to a positive balance of payment. The balance of payment, which was negative by 25 billion rupees last year, saw a reserve of 9.37 billion rupees this year. The index was the base to show strong economic situation of the country for the Nepal Communist Party-led government. However, increasing imports have started making impact on the balance of payment and foreign currency reserve. The import was merely 10% less in the third month of the fiscal year than that of the same period of the last fiscal year. This will gradually increase the trade deficit, leading to a negative balance of payment. Due to the government's inability to spend development budget and less import of construction materials, the cash flow was in control. This had increased the capital reserve. Likewise, increase in export, tourist arrivals, foreign direct investment, and remittance are basic components for the balance of payment. However, in recent days, it has seen a negative result as the decrease in balance of payment will impact the foreign currency reserve. The new virus related to coronavirus that has claimed 17 lives so far in China has every potential to enter Nepal as well, since there are direct flights to the capital from 6 cities in China. As the risk of an outbreak is high, there is a call for the general public, apart from the concerned authorities, to take necessary caution at the earliest. We have a report.
China's tourists have topped the list of number of visitors that come to Nepal in recent time. There are direct flights to Kathmandu from 6 Chinese cities, including Chengdu, Kunming, Guangzhou, and Beijing, which raises the risk of spreading of this new virus, also called as coronavirus. The government of Nepal has stated it has deployed 5 officials at the Tribhuvan International Airport's health desk, including a specialist, in a bid to prevent the spread. Meanwhile, recruiting officials at the health desk that usually is vacant seems ineffective as the National Health Laboratory lacks resources to identify the virus, even if the health desk suspects a passenger of contracting one. Due to lack of resources, the National Health Laboratory sent mucus sample of a Chinese national suspected of having coronavirus a week ago. Researchers have indicated that the virus possibly transmitted to humans through snake meat. However, it is yet to be confirmed. China has locked 2 cities to contain the virus. There is a call for Nepal government to tighten its checks at China-Nepal border as well.
And it's time now for the international update. The U.S. Department of State has unveiled new rules to deter pregnant women from traveling to the U.S. to give birth. The policy takes effect today and is intended as a crackdown on what is known as birth tourism. Under the rule, pregnant women applying for U.S. visitor visas may need to prove they have a specific reason for travel other than giving birth on U.S. soil. Nearly all children born in the U.S. get automatic citizenship, a law U.S. President Donald Trump has criticized. The Trump administration says the new travel policy is necessary to safeguard U.S. national security and public health. President Trump has sought to limit immigration to the U.S. and has previously questioned the U.S. constitutional amendment that grants citizenship to all persons born or naturalized in the United States. Conservatives have long decried so-called anchor babies born in the U.S. to parents who are seeking to live in the U.S. The practice of obtaining a visa to the U.S. on the basis of having other U.S. relatives is known as chain migration, a policy that has also been criticized by Trump. The new rule applies to visitors seeking B visas, which are issued to non-immigrants. It allows consular officials to deny a visa to any individual whose primary purpose in obtaining such documentation is to give birth there. It also tightens rules on those wishing to enter the U.S. for medical treatment. We'll take another short break here. We'll be right back. Welcome back. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked the people in Sindhupalchok, why are the bills tabled by the government landing in controversy? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
यी व्यक्ति र व्यक्तित्वहरूलाई मात्रै मध्यनजर गरेर जुन योजनाहरू बनाइदाखेरि विधेयकहरू कार्यान्वयन नहुनु, पारित नहुनु, विरोधाभास रूपबाट चाहिँ छरपष्ट हुनु कारण चाहिँ त्यो भन्ने मेरो ठम्म आइरहेको छ।
सरकारवालाहरूसँग छलफल बहस अन्तर्क्रिया गरेर ल्याएको भए त्यसै त्यो विवादमा पर्ने थिएन होला।
सरकारले जति तयारी गर्नु पर्थ्यो त्यो तयारी नभइकन र सम्बन्धित पक्षसँग सरकार राख्ने पक्षहरूसँग चाहिँ बृहत छलफल नगरिकन चाहिँ जुन ल्याइयो त्यो कारणले विवादमा परे जस्तो मलाई लाग्छ।
कसैको इन्ट्रेस्टमा कुनै एकजना मन्त्रीको इन्ट्रेस्टमा कुनै एकजना सभामुखको इन्ट्रेस्टमा कुनै एउटा राजनीतिक दलको इन्ट्रेस्टमा चाहिँ विधेयक आउने त्यसलाई परिमार्जन गर्ने भएपछि विवादमा आउँछ।
And it's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question. Which sector sees the highest number of incidents of corruption? Your options are A, politics, B, administration and police, and C, judiciary. The voting is on. Type in EWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's time now for the sports news.
Sports news.
2 matches are scheduled for today at the Martyrs Memorial A-Division League Football. In today's first match, defending champions Manang Marshangdi Club will play against Saraswati Youth Club, which is at the bottom of the league table. The match will kick off at the capital's Dasra Stadium at noon today. Undefeated Manang Marshangdi will look to easily defeat weak Saraswati Youth Club. Manang Marshangdi Club is in the 4th spot of the league table with 13 points, while Saraswati Youth Club, which is in the relegation zone, is at the bottom with just 1 point. Meanwhile, today's second match features a clash between Brigade Boys Club and Chasel Youth Club. The match will kick off at 3 this afternoon, also at the Dasrat Stadium. Brigade Boys is in the 9th spot of the points table with 8 points, while Chasel Youth Club is in the 12th position with 6 points. Meanwhile, in yesterday's matches at the Martyrs Memorial A-Division League, 3-star defeated Himalayan Sherpa Club 3-1 to climb to the 3rd position of the league table, while Jawlakal Youth Club blanked Armed Police Force 1-0 to move up to the 5th position. And now, before wrapping up, here's a look at the top stories once again. The ruling Nepal Communist Party sweeps the National Assembly elections, bags 16 out of 18 seats. Main opposition Nepali Congress lose out on 7 seats. Global civil society organization Transparency International reports Nepal climbs 11 spots in the Corruption Perceptions Index. The balance of payment and foreign currency reserve start showing negative trends, leading to possible trade deficit and declining national reserve. And defending champions Manang Marshangdi Club to face Saraswati Youth Club at the Martyrs Memorial A-Division League Football today. Brigade Boys Club also to play against Chasel Youth Club. And that's all for the moment. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.